Hello, hello. Good morning, collective. This is a collective reading, law of attraction reading. And if you're new, what I do is I let guidance of divine decide what law of attraction, what law of attraction messages or lessons or maybe techniques or memory joggers or whatever that you need to see to whatever's going to best help you when you see this message. Okay, these are timeless. I do put dates on them just so that, because all my thumbnails are the same, so I'll put dates on it so that you can look at it and see if it's a recent one I put up. Maybe you already watched it or whatever, but they are all timeless. Whenever you come across one, like pick a card, pick a video. Anyway, all right, let's see what we got there. Can we get some more out? Oh, we don't want that many. These cards are so thick, it's hard to shuffle them. But yeah, let's see what law of attraction messages are for the collective today. A couple more. I like to get quite a few out. I like to make a good half-decent message. Reach more people, maybe, that might resonate with. And these are memory triggers for me, so I'll start talking about one, and then it'll remind me of something, and away I go, and yeah, you know how it is. All right, one more, Spirit. One more. All right. We got two. Spirit wants us to have two. Well, look at that. We got two Bible verses. We'll put them together. Now, usually when these come out, it's because somebody in the collective needs to have some reassurance that this is not New Age, voodoo stuff that's all condemned, okay? I have other videos that explain that Jesus, this is what this is about. I won't be using them in this video, but that's what this is about. These are the teaching, the sayings of Jesus. And I show how the Bible talks about law of attraction all through. Jesus has been teaching law of attraction all along. And just the fact that people try to voodooize it or whatever is just, again, the devil is a professional in deceit, right? As long as God's children don't know how to use their God-given gifts and are afraid to learn because it's voodoo, then the devil's got domain. He's got it. So don't fall for it, all right? I show it here, how this is a divine gift that we were given. It is a body part that we have been never told how to use, all right? So if you're wondering what I mean by body part, whoa, you didn't hear that? How's that? Go find my video, Your Invisible Body Part. It's not too far back, probably a month ago maybe. And watch that. It explains that body part, okay? So here we go. Let's we'll just start with these since that's what we're talking about. So, Bible verse, Job 22:28. You will also decree a thing, and it will be established for you. So speak it. That's what he's talking about. If you speak something out, demand it, decree it, say it as fact. Okay? That has a frequency with it. That is showing you that when you say it out. I just said this in another video in my secret snippet for today, okay? Go check that out. That was a good one. When you speak it out there, anything else out there, because everything's energy, anything else out there that vibrates with that same frequency, so would be something to do with what you're talking about, what you're putting out there, it will light up. It's like you're turning switches on all around you. When you say something out loud, it's like you're turning on switches of all the things that match that. And then you just got to look, okay? Expect to see it. Because when you decree a thing, and it will be established for you, when you say it out loud, it'll be turned on for you to see it, for it to be part of your experience. It will match the frequency of what you're saying, and you'll see it, okay? Good person out of the good treasure of his heart produces good. The evil person produces evil. Luke 6:45. You reap what you sow, to put it bluntly, okay? But this is a little deeper, because this points to the treasure of his heart. What is the treasure of his heart? That is the frequency of that chakra, your heart chakra, okay? That's love. That's compassion and everything above that, okay? And it produces good because a good person out of the good treasure of his heart. So by expressing the love and the good of the heart chakra, it produces good. So like I said, it turns on all the good things around. It lights it up. It gives it energy. It turns it on, okay? If you believe in the simulation theory, think of it this way. You've turned on, you've switched on, you've told the algorithms, you've told the matrix, okay, turn that one on, turn that one on, turn that one on, and boom, that simulation comes on, boom, and you can see it, okay? This is showing you how to recognize people, and also how to turn on, and what happens. You reap what you sow, okay? This is telling you, because an evil person, it also comes from their heart. But from the heart, how do I say this? It's the heart still creates the energy, okay? You choose between a good treasure and an evil treasure, okay? So obviously the good treasures, the treasures are the thoughts, okay? That's the treasure, the thoughts that you hold, all right? Because those thoughts, you get to choose. You have free will. You choose your thoughts. Those thoughts are the treasure, because those thoughts create. Thoughts create things and experiences and so on, because you're putting it out there and it's turning it on. Your treasure is your thoughts. What you're turning on is determined by your heart, what you're using your heart energy. Your thoughts are deciding which way it's going to go. Are you got good treasure or evil treasure? Which one are you picking? Right? Well, you reap what you sow. So if you want to sow good treasure, then you better produce stuff out of the goodness of your heart. Okay? If you're thinking evil stuff and using your heart energy and putting it out, like when you're angry and you have emotion behind it, that's your heart. Emotion is energy in motion. So, but when you choose to put it towards an angry, then more angry lights are turning on, more switches are turning on. So you reap what you sow. Okay? So there's the Bible talking all about law of attraction. All right? Okay, what do we got here? You see in others what you expect to see. Okay, so let's say, for an example, no, I'm not going to do that. That's a personal thing. So if you have, that's why first impressions are so important. Because once you've made an impression on somebody, that's what they see every time from then on out when they meet you. Okay? So next time you see that person, or next time that person sees you, if it's your first impression, let's say, it happens for everyone, you see in others what you expect to see. So if you had a bad first impression, that's the expectation that the other person has next time they see you. And by having that expectation, depending on what that first impression was, if that first impression was good, then their expectation is probably going to be good. And therefore, because they're expecting it, when you come, they're going to draw that from you. They turn those switches on by having that expectation, by having that thought from their heart. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. See what I mean? And same with you. If you have an impression of somebody because that's what your experience has been, good or bad, when you see them again, that's where you left off. So that's what you're picking up again when you see them. So you see in others what you expect. So if you don't like what you see in others, if every time, try something else. I mean, they could literally just be bad apples, and it don't matter if it's your first, second, third, or fifth, or 25th impression, it's all going to be the same. But in general, when you have expectations, you come into contact, into frequency with another being with those expectations, and it blends. You turn on the switches of those expectations within them. So therefore, they don't even have a choice. That is where they end up communicating with you from that expectation, and therefore you get exactly what you expect. So if you know that other people are thinking, oh, but this person's so great, and I had great things, and you think, okay, well, I saw something else. Maybe you did. Maybe you saw the truth, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you just had a bad day, the day that you actually got introduced to them or seen them, and then that's what you drew out of them, so you didn't have a good first impression with them. So try, if there's somebody, twofold. If you know you're going to have first impressions with somebody, and you want it to be a good impression or whatever, okay, expect it in advance. And think about how important your first impression is to somebody else, okay? Because that's the impression they're going to get next time they meet you. They're going to start where they left off, all right? So onefold, the first impression you give to other people, it is very important. So consider that more. You may go, I don't give a fuck what other people think. I get it. I don't give a shit either. But what about the energetic realm of it? So if that's the first impression that they walked away with, if it's a good one, then when they interact with somebody else, that's what they're going to draw from their energy if your name comes up. That's the only thing they have to draw from their energy if your name comes up. So beware of that, okay? Now, on the other end of the scale, if you're meeting somebody for the first time, if you find yourself, if you don't want to go and you want to, but you're in that position, it's probably best that before you meet these people, just, as a friend would say, check your coat, okay? Think about this for a minute. Go in, if you want it to be a good first impression both ways, then you need to make sure that before you make that connection, you check what frequency you're at. How do you feel? Are you feeling shitty? Well, then maybe you got to find some gratitude or something. Find something you're happy about. Find something you're happy. Yeah, you may be in a bad mood, but you're happy you're able to do this anyway because you know it's very important, or whatever. Find some gratitude. Get your vibe up a bit more. Gratitude is the quickest way to do it, okay? Doesn't matter what you're grateful for. Just find gratitude and feel it. That will turn on those lights. Turn on the grateful stuff, okay? And then expect it to go well. It's called getting out ahead of yourself. if you expect an interaction to go well, and you're grateful for the interaction going well before you even interact, guess what you're going to pull out of that interaction? It going well. It may not go the way you think it will go, but it will go well. It'll go the way you feel it to go, if you truly expect it. Okay? All right. Holy, this might be a long one here. You reap what you sow. What seeds are you planting? Okay? So we just talked about that. I don't have to do that again. There you go. What seeds are you planting? The treasures. What thoughts, right? Okay. Breathe in that good ass prana, baby. It's your life force. It really is. Okay? When you breathe in, deep breath through your nose. Okay? Because there's all this invisible energy around you called ether or plasma or source, God. There's so many names for it, but basically what it is, and oxygen. Okay? You alchemize. Your heart alchemizes everything you breathe in because it alchemizes with your blood. When you breathe in, it goes in, the oxygen goes into your lungs, but the plasma goes into your brain. Okay? Because when you breathe in through your nose, it goes up. Remember when you were doing the C19 tests and they shove that thing right up to the base of your nose, right up, felt it in your forehead type of thing? That is the only spot in your entire skull that has a very thin membrane. Your blood-brain barrier is very thin there, and there's no bone. It's the only spot in the skull that it's that thing. And why is that? Because when you breathe in through your nose, the plasma attaches to your sinuses, and therefore your pineal gland, which is right behind that, is able to access that plasma, which is full of information. Okay? That's the prana, baby. And it's your life source, because that information, it's like, it's everything you need to know about your surroundings. Everything. It's all like snakes know where they're going from the smell, from their tongue. Like, it's the same concept, okay? And the oxygen continues through to your lungs, which then your body, your lungs, compress it and force it go into the blood, which then goes out. The iron attracts the oxygen molecule. The iron in your blood attracts the oxygen molecules to it as it flows through all those little capillaries. Anyway, it's very important. I don't need to get in a whole biological. I'm going to be here for hours. Breathe in through the nose so that your pineal gland can take advantage of the plasma that you're breathing in, or the ether that you're breathing in, or source that you're breathing in. It doesn't matter what name you put to it. It's one of the building blocks that's out there. And it's communication with the ethers, with source, okay? Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth, because that's your exhaust. That's where the carbon dioxide comes out. That's where, like, after your lungs have taken in the oxygen and laid it into your blood, and that is what's left over, and it comes out. You don't want that going out your nose unless it's slowly, okay? Because it's carbon dioxide. And the mouth and that airway is bigger so that you can exhale faster, okay? And you can inhale bigger through your nose, slowly through your nose, big breath, as big as you can. Sit on it if you can, and then exhale it forcefully, even if you want. blow it out. And with all that carbon dioxide, picture that as all the negative feelings and negative stuff you're releasing. It's your exhaust, okay? You're breathing out exhaustion. You're breathing in life force. You're breathing out exhaustion, okay? All right, let's keep going. See the perfection everywhere. Yes. Well, that is also in, that's seeing the lights come on, okay? So, and that's like finding gratitude. So you could look at anything and go, oh, that's cool, whatever. Or you can really look at it and go, wow, that's incredible how all these energetic things just came together and made that. Like, wow, how amazing is that? That's not coincidence. That's divine. It doesn't matter what you look at. The fact that the capability of creating that came from a human, which is made in the likeness of God, who is a creator, which we are a creator. Okay, so somebody, human created, whatever you're looking at, and it's just the fact of creating it is perfection, is a representation of God's perfection, because God created us in his image. So we are creators through the law of attraction. And that's the part that's perfection. Doesn't matter if there was a mistake made in the creation. The fact that it was created means that our ability to create was functioning, and that is perfection. Okay? How do you communicate with the ethers, with source, how do you know? Okay, well, one is if you're always in a high vibe, then you can pretty much trust your instincts. Okay, but this is another way. Pick two things as symbols that the universe can use to communicate with you. Okay, and you have to decree them. All right, you have to say them. You have to tell the universe, I have two things. I've used them since the day I learned about law of attraction. Or no, sorry, since the day I learned about picking two symbols, when I was learning about law of attraction. So pick two things, a yes and a no. A lot of people do that. Mine are both yeses, but different options for that yes. But that was just a personal thing, because in my mind there is no no. It's just yes, yes, yes. But some people need to know no. So if that's you, then pick no, don't do that. You need a symbol for don't do that, and you need a symbol for yes, do that. That's good, that's bad. However you want to word it, okay? Pick two symbols. It could be a color, it could be a word, it could be a thing. Like, for instance, if you picked, say, blue, it could be the word blue that you see on a vehicle. It could be a blue vehicle. It could be a song about the deep blue, or like, it can come to you in any way. Okay? If you picked, I don't know, say you picked this bell. All right? It could be the word bell. It could be something that's shaped like a bell. It could be the picture of a bell. You could hear a bell ringing. It could be the name of a rock band that comes on the like Hell's Bells. Like, okay, you see what I mean? So pick two things and decree it to the universe. Make sure you are detailed, that one is to represent yes, and one of them is to represent no. And then anytime that you feel you need direction, you can just close your eyes and think for a moment. Take those few deep breaths, right? Get that connection. We explained why the breath. Get that connection, and then ask, Source, I'm asking for your guidance. Please use one of those two symbols to let me know whether this, whatever it is the right path, or or show me. You don't even have to say that, but if you, once you decree it, if you're going somewhere, a lot of times you'll see, oh, there's my thing. That must be the right thing. Yeah. But when you need guidance, ask for one of those symbols to show up, to show your way. Okay. It will. It really will. If you believe that that you have connection and that all this that I'm talking about is true, they will communicate. Okay. A curse is only a curse if you allow it to be. And that is absolutely 100%. And let me quickly explain. Okay. As you know, or should know, if you watch my stuff and just even the whole good treasure stuff and everything, you get what you put out. The whole radio frequency thing. Pretty sure I just talked about that. Okay. What you put out, what vibration, what frequency that you operate on, let's say, determines on what experiences can interact with you. Okay. So if there's a curse out on you, I know I have several. That's fine. If there's a curse out on you, it can only affect you if you are vibrating in the same frequency of the curse that was sent out for you. Now, generally speaking, if it's a curse, it's probably something bad. That's why it's called a curse. It's meant to trip you up. It's meant to mess with you. There's generational curses that last forever and until you break them, obviously. But you can avoid them. They can be tossed at you all along, but you can put on your body armor. And what that is keep yourself in a vibration that is above the frequency of anything that would be a curse. So a good law to stay above any curses is called law of love and above. Okay? So like love is a frequency of 500. So if you put everything you do out with love, you are vibrating by default on a love frequency. So any curse can't manipulate with you. You might see shit going down all around you. It'll just deflect right off you. Something, your neighbor might get what was thrown at you. 9 times out of 10 it goes back to them because they're at that energy that put it out to begin with. So if it doesn't reach its destination, the next closest energy that matches it is the energy that put it out. Right? So don't allow it. Stay in love and above frequency, and curses can't even interact. It's not the same frequency. It's like you're listening to rock station, the country station over here. It's still playing, it's still happening, but it's not interfering with the rock station frequency. It can't. They're not the same frequency. All right? So only if you allow it. So when you dip down into these low vibes, that's when you end up being mulling around in the same frequencies that curses would also be in, and therefore you've opened the door and you've let it in. Okay? So check your vibe regularly throughout the day. How are you feeling? If you're feeling good, great. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're not feeling so great, maybe you better find some gratitude, something to be grateful for. That's the quickest up. Okay? Because through gratitude, joy expands. And it does. And gratitude is one of the quickest ways to find joy and to feed the joy and to create more joy. Okay? I am so happy and grateful that ... It doesn't matter what you put at the end of that. Okay? Whatever you want more of. I am so happy and grateful that, and say that. And that will create more of it. It will bring the gratitude for having it, even if you don't have it, but if that's what you're trying to bring to you. Be grateful that you have it. That will tell the energy it's already a part of your experience, and that will make that energetic bubble match so that it can easily be absorbed by your energy. It's the same energy. So as long as you are talking as if it's already happened and grateful for it, you have molded that energetic field around you to be a match to the energetic fields outside of you that are of what you're looking for, and therefore they can blend seamlessly and become part of your experience. Okay? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. All right. That was another deep. We had great readings today. Go back and check them all. Okay. Let's see here. What have we got for our manifestation card from the book and the movie The Secret? If you haven't seen it yet, I'm pretty sure you can get that on Netflix under documentaries called The Secret. And these cards are from the website for The Secret. Okay. And anyway, all that's in the information on most of my videos. I don't always catch it, but it's there. Dig for it. You'll find it. Kindness is a win-win. There you go. We were just talking about that. All right. Oh, get her. There you go. If you think unkind thoughts about someone, you will experience those unkind thoughts manifest in your life. You cannot harm another with your thoughts. You only harm you. If you think kind thoughts about others, guess who receives the benefit? You do. Yep. And that goes in line with the curse thing, okay? And also good treasure thing. And, well, all of it. It's law of attraction. You reap what you sow, okay? And you got it all, okay? Kind thoughts. Turn on all the lights of other kind things. And makes your vibrational field kind. And then only kind stuff can come to you, right? Cannot harm another with your thoughts, because when you think bad stuff, you turn on all the lights of the bad stuff. You're putting out a curse. It's a low vibe thing. And therefore your vibration is also at that, because you created it by the thoughts. And you bring it right back to you. Just like if that doesn't reach its destination, it goes right back to the source. Why? Because the source is the closest matching frequency to it. Because it created it. So if you put out bad thoughts to somebody else, you're only hurting yourself. When you pick up a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at somebody else, you first burn your hand. You first burn yourself, right? Okay. What a wonderful reading. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I'm pretty sure you would have got something out of this. Somebody. It was meant for somebody. And I hope you take it, run with it, and manifest some pretty awesome futures ahead of you. Wonderful. Look, like and subscribe and hit the bell, because I'm going to be putting out, last week I only got earth signs and a few out. I didn't get the whole 4 of them out. I'm already in the middle of this week. Had some crazy stuff going on, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Like I said, they're timeless. But hit the bell and you'll see when I upload something else. It's all about law of attraction, your invisible body part that you didn't know you had, and it is the most important part because it's connected to your soul. All right? Have a wonderful, blessed day. I love you all. Bye.